Next to Mr. Murray, the singer, the actress, and the producer, Selena Gomez. Selena, any experience like this?
Not necessarily that, but I'm obsessed with horror films. So, growing up, my dad used to let me watch them just to scare me so he could laugh. But eventually I became obsessed. So, I don't know. I like everything from Zombieland to 28 Days Later, The Walking Dead, and this Netflix series called Black Summer. So I'm obsessed with zombies for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that our world is going through a lot, obviously, but I would say for my generation specifically, and I guess this is what kind of what Jim gestured to in the film, is that social media has really been terrible for my generation. I understand that it's amazing to use your platform, but it does scare me when you see how exposed that these young girls and young boys are, and they're not really aware of the news or anything going on. It's a very, it's just, I don't want to say selfish because that feels rude, but it is I think it's dangerous for sure. I don't think people are getting the right information sometimes.
I was interested earlier, you said that social media has been terrible for the younger generation with all the people being exposed and all the rest of it. As someone who's got 150 million followers on Instagram, what more can you do to be able to make these social media sites a better place? And what more should these big tech companies be doing to make it a safer place for people to exist?
I think it's pretty impossible to make it safe at this point. There's no blocking anything. They're exposed to it immediately. And again, I'm very grateful I have the platform. So in any way that I can, I'll share things that I'm really passionate about. I also don't do a lot of pointless pictures. I think for me, I like to be intentional with it. It just scares me, that's all, because I see these young girls and I'll meet them in meet and greets or something, and they're just devastated dealing with bullying and not being able to have their own voice. So, yeah, I mean, it can be great in moments, but I would just be careful and allow yourself some time limits of when you should use it and when you shouldn't.
Okay,